Miles, is going to be Nico's first SEC road start and first true college football environment leading the way. I mean, how do you think his personality translates to this type of atmosphere?
Yeah, I'm not worried about Nico at all. Talking about loud and distractions, all that kind of stuff. The way Nico prepares himself, how confident he is in his play will take care of all that.
Well, I'm not sure how much you've been able to watch of Oklahoma's defense, but what have you seen from them, and what's going to be the biggest challenge for you guys as an offense this week?
Obviously this is going to be a great test for us. They got a hell of a team over there, and I'm just excited to see what the coaches give us as a game plan this week and ready to attack it. But Oklahoma is definitely going to be a great test for us, and they got a bunch of ball players over there.
What have you seen from the backup quarterbacks, Gaston and Jake, when they got an opportunity to play? And obviously chemistry you've developed with those guys as well in practice.
Yeah, for sure. Just coming in every day in practice and preparing like you're going to be the starter is huge. Coach Hype always hinting on you never know when your number is going to get called. And I think those guys are great examples of whenever their number is called, stepping up and making the plays that they needed to make. Cool, short. But
Sorry to keep you going, but what has been working for you guys in the run game the first 3 games? Why are you guys been able to run for so many yards and hit so many big plays?
First, it starts with the coaches and how they scheme up our runs versus the defenses that we've gone against, whether that's going to be an 11 personnel, 10 personnel open set runs, or 12 personnel, obviously like versus NC State. Obviously it first starts with our coaches setting us up for success, and then after that, just diving into the preparation, seeing how the fronts are going to move, how linebackers plug, all that kind of stuff, and just diving into preparation and be confident, stepping in there, and then at the end of the day, just controlling the line of scrimmage, being physical, has really just, been a big part of our success.
Miles, you've been around college football for a minute now at various levels. I mean, how unique is it in terms of how many different formations and schematics y'all can go to in any given game against any given opponent because of the depth and the various personnel that y'all have?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. It's dangerous if you have a bunch of skill guys and tight ends and running backs and O-line that understands the scheme where you can get any personnel that you want, any formation that you want with different personnel. It's awesome because you just know that, you're not one-dimensional. You're multi-dimensional, and any plays that you want to run with any sort of personnel on the field, like that can be pretty scary for some defenses.
I'm sure you know that it's a Heupel homecoming this week. First, what has he said to the team, or if he has said anything about his return to Norman? And second, does it kind of give you guys maybe a little bit more motivation heading into this week, maybe wanting to win it for him?
Yeah, no, Coach Hype hasn't really hit on homecoming necessarily. We treat it just like any other game. Coach Hype's done a great job of that. Obviously we know what this means to him, but at the end of the day, it's us versus us, no matter who the opponent is, and we're just ready to go in there.
Miles, did you expect this level of involvement in the pass game to this point this season? Because I guess when you're a tight end, you never really know going into a game what it's going to be like. And when you got 3 guys who are good tight ends on the roster, did you think at all like that y'all would be this involved?
Yeah, from the beginning, Coach Abe's, Coach Hype, and Coach Hosley saying that, like, hey, man, the ceiling is not the limit here with how much talent we have in this room. And at the end of the day, if you're on the field, there's a chance that you're going to get the ball no matter what it is. And so, yeah, it's been awesome being able to see the involvement with the tight ends this year, and I'm excited to see what we can do the rest of the year.
Well, it's obviously, you guys mentioned how well you've been able to run the football and all the different things you can do offensively. Do you see all those other threats opening things up for the tight ends because teams have to kind of pick their poison with you guys?
For sure. When you have studs outside, and Brew, Chris, Dante, all those guys, Squirrel, and the secondary is worried about them, and then you got a stud run game, so your linebackers are worried about that. That just opens everything up. And so just to be able to be really good in all phases, it opens things up for us tight ends.